Good evening and thanks for joining us. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration issuing a safety alert this past week about the dangers of counterfeit drugs containing lethal doses of fentanyl and methamphetamine. It's their first such alert in 6 years. This as the number of deaths involving opioids is on the rise here in Iowa. Tonight we introduce you to an Ames mom who is fighting to bring awareness to the issue. This Christmas tree stays up year-round at Natasha Taronis' house in Ames.
Probably called a part of me not being able to let go
Of her daughter Tashara, who died of an opioid overdose just before Christmas nearly 5 years ago.
Really decided that I was going to keep my Christmas tree up for the rest of my life.
Tashara, or T as she liked to be called, grew up in Ames.
She was just one of those special people that you want to make sure that you cross paths with.
But back in 2016, she made a choice. She took an illicit synthetic opioid.
Unfortunately, I think she found herself in a weak moment.
T ended up in the hospital fighting for her life, a fight she would lose a week later.
It seriously has been one of the hardest decisions of my life to live with, to take her off the ventilator.
Stories like this are becoming more common. Dr. Frank Filippelli is the medical director of UCS Healthcare in West Des Moines. He is seeing more and more patients every year.
It doesn't discriminate at all between social class, money, or anything. I've had patients from all walks of life here.
Opioid-related deaths are up too. According to the Iowa Department of Public Health, in Iowa, that number jumping from 157 in 2019 to 213 last year.
And this year we're on the way of even going higher than that. Most of the deaths are due to synthetic opioids. Fentanyl is the major one.
These days, Taronis is turning the tragedy in her life into motivation to bring about positive change. She's urging lawmakers in Washington to back a bill that would give patients more options for managing pain.
Giving them a choice to choose and making sure that those insurances cover some of those alternative forms of therapy.
Taronis says it's an important step on a long road that she plans to walk as long as it takes.
I wanted to make sure she didn't die in vain.
The NOPAIN Act has been introduced in both the House and the Senate. Senator Joni Ernst and Representative Cindy Axne co-sponsoring those bills. As for the warning from the DEA, officials there saying those illegal drugs are coming through Mexico, often looking like the real thing.